hoes, welcome back here for another video, and today we are addressing the James Charles versus H3H3 merch scandal. Do we call it a scandal? I think I would call it a scandal. Let me educate you a little bit on the situation. Big YouTuber James Charles and H3H3. They both have two pieces of merch. Well, H3H3's is more of a, like, an actual clothing brand. H3H3 has, how do you say, like a clothing brand item, and this is what it looks like right here. And then James Charles released something recently, and this is what it looks like, right? They look pretty similar. They really do. And the problem here is, well, they look similar, and they are both responding like garbage baby dumpster fires. If I'm being quite honest with you, that's what it is. And I was on H3H3's side at first because I was like, this is his brand, it's his thing. It's wrong that James Charles is going out of his way to try to steal his merch. But then H3H3 started, or well, him and Ela, his wife started the company, and he's like the founder slash worker with her. And so they started responding to this, and at first it was like, alright, he responded to it, and it was like, alright, he's acknowledged it, it is what it is, it should have been the end of it. But then it started turning into more petty drama, and I started to lean towards James Charles, honestly. And I wish I didn't have to, but Ethan started responding like he was a 5th grader, and that is it's just not cool. To get us started here, we have the first tweet from Ethan, which, like I said, which I think was granted, which was right, which was allowed. He says, I know we didn't invent color blocking, but I'm having a hard time with the new James Charles merch. It's the same exact design as Ela's, combined with the fact that his audience is so huge, many people will assume he designed it and start accusing us of plagiarism. What do you think? And I was like, alright, but yeah, it does look similar. And then he did this one little one too, but these were in the same thread. I was like, alright, he kind of acknowledged it, whatever. Then he took it a step further, and he went on his Instagram, and on the official Teddy Fresh Instagram, I'm sure he's the one who posted this. I'm sure Ela didn't do anything with this, honestly. And he posted this picture, and I was like, what? And oops, I liked it, whatever. I think his hoodie looks nice. It looks like the one I have. And he posted a picture saying, big thank you to James Charles for wearing our color block hoodie. Now it's starting to seem a little like middle school bullying. If you know what I mean, or like arguing almost that's how I would explain it. And I was like, alright, maybe cool the jets a little bit. Then he goes on to TikTok. I know I'm on Twitter, but he posted it on his personal Instagram and his TikTok and his Twitter. But he made a TikTok saying like, oh, the new James Charles merch looks familiar. And I was like, alright. So, and then he posts this. It was like, alright, haha. Funny, because Teddy Fresh made it in 2017. Now, if you look at what James is wearing versus what he's wearing, yeah, you know what, it looks fairly similar, which I'm not refuting. But then here's where Ethan, he crossed the line, and it was like, everyone was like, bro, it's a hoodie. You shouldn't, okay, I'll just show you. He starts to release his direct messages with James Charles, and I was like, come on, man, like you don't need to start drama to sell your merch line. Like, it's really, really out of line here. Like, I just, at this point, it seemed like he had, like, talked to him, because, like, at this point, when he released the second Instagram picture, they had already had all those DM conversations. So now that he reposted all those, the TikToks on his Twitter, on his Instagram, the little digs at James and all of that, it seems like, okay, let's say, oh, actually, it's kind of like this. I wrote a little script and a little get up for you guys, and cut to it now. Mom, oh my god, so I made this invention. It's wild. It's a milk jug, right? Except look what's inside. It's water. It's got a lid on it. You can take the lid off. Then you can even put your own liquid in. This is crazy. It's gonna go viral. All right. I mean, it's nicely built. It's pretty. It's got the quality. It's there. I really think it's gonna be a hit.
A few inches later.
Mom, the hard work is paying off. I'm selling tons of them. It's going worldwide. Well, son, I'm just so proud. You took your own hard work, you put it together, and you made a business. I'm so proud of you.
What is this I'm hearing? Oh, a business idea? How about I take it, make it my own, only slightly tweak it, and just make it cheaper, crappier, but make myself even more money. This is the idea of the century.
Mom, I have an idea. You know, like, we're not gonna talk about it. I have this idea for this jug. It's nice, well, kind of. It's a little bit garbage, and it looks like this, and it holds water. You can open it up. You can put water on the inside, and you can take it out, and it's just really cheap. And all my friends are gonna have it. Literally all of them. Like I know that guy who. I think he's my brother. He has friends, like a lot of them. Like I have just like a little bit more, and I could literally make so much money. But that's my idea. Yes, yeah, it's similar, but like you don't own water bottles. And James, acknowledge what's going on here. Why are you just not staring at us?
Stink!
Big nose ass. Your nose is just as big as mine. Cross-eyed clown. He's that don't got a tiny dick that's in any belly button for a penis. Well, you both are clowns, and I want to dropkick both of you. That's all. So I would say it's fairly similar to that kind of thing. It's like two little kids arguing, except one of them is just trying to ignore it, being James Charles, which by any means it's not right, it's not cool, but it's on H3H3's part, he's acting fairly childish. And to call back to what I was saying before, that whole little skit you guys just watched, H3H3 at this point is literally making these posts to elicit a response from James, and he's not trying to elicit a response of, let's have a solution to this, let's keep talking about it. No. That's not what he's doing at all. He's trying to elicit a bad response from him. He's trying to make him angry and make James quite literally go off. So he comes out looking like the good guy during all of this. And to say that he's not, I would think is a little how would you say, immature? And you might think, yeah, he's posting these to bring light to it. But like with how negative and condescending they're being towards him, I would argue otherwise. And then also at the same time, number one, they shouldn't have been publicly with his DMs out everywhere, and his biggest arguments really held no merit in the first place. Let's take a look here. I wrote them down for myself, and I'll tell you guys. So the first argument I read that was like, come on, man, was he said, all of our fans who will be wearing color block will now be mistaken as James Charles fans. What's the issue with that? Who really cares? If a girl outside or girl or a guy is wearing James Charles merch and sees another person wearing Teddy Fresh and walks up to them and says, yo, I like your hoodie. If anything, they would notice one has a red logo that says Teddy Fresh. The other one would see a sweatshirt that says Sisters across the front. And if anything, there would be a big crossover, and they'd be like, yo, where'd you get your hoodie from? Oh, I got my hoodie from JamesCharles.com. And where'd you get yours from? I got mine from TeddyFresh.com. And if anything, they would start to intermingle, which, why is that such a bad thing in the first place? And then the second argument he made that really just was like, dude, you're really reaching, was actually in that first tweet that I read off to you guys. I know we didn't invent color blocking, but I'm having a hard time with the new James Charles merch. It's the same exact design as Elo's, combined with the fact that his audience is so huge, many people will assume he designed it and will start accusing us of plagiarism. What? Who's going to start doing? No one's gonna start doing that. And if someone does, you literally have a copyright towards your sweatshirt with the red logo on it. If people start accusing you of plagiarism, know what you have to do? Turn a blind eye to it. They literally have no reason to act any other way. Now, I know it seems like I've been protecting James through all of this kind of, I guess it's kind of came off the way that I've been protecting James, but it's not really, he's not innocent either in this, because like I said, he shouldn't have released those DMs between both of them, but in the direct messages, let's just read the first ones and see what he says. He says, "Oof, looking closer at the screenshot you just sent me, I will give you the heads up that one of the colorways we're doing is actually an exact copy of the purple, tan, pink, and teal hoodie you guys have. I designed the pastel one based on the Nike hoodie, but my design team pitched me a bunch of colorways once we decided on doing a color block collection, and I liked that one and said yes. Once again, not familiar with your brand or hoodie. The units have been produced for a while now, so there's nothing I can do, but I'll definitely be speaking to them because although I didn't copy anything, they certainly may have, which is not okay." And then he says, "I'm speaking with my team right now, so I'll keep you updated with what they say." Once again, the main hoodie in the collection isn't knocked off. It had a different source of inspiration, has a different color body and a different color pocket and logo, and it's completely different place, size, and color. You don't own color block either. The other colorway, which I did not personally select but approved, however, is extremely similar, and I am trying to get to the bottom of how the design team came up with it. Regardless, we don't have the same fan base or demographic, so there's really no competition here. And all I can tell you is that I never shopped on your website before, so I did not copy your brand. Now, James, let's be real here. You're lying to yourself if to say that you've never heard of Teddy Fresh before. One of his really good close friends actually has taken pictures in Teddy Fresh. Multiple pictures. So to say that he hasn't seen the one staple brand hoodie that they sell is really immature on his end, and he needs to be called out for that. And once again, should Ethan have released the direct messages to expose him that way? No, I think he could have said, James and I were talking and he claimed blah and blah, and it's really blah and blah. He should not have released all these messages. I genuinely think that is what is really pushing Ethan in the wrong here. So this is why Ethan really does need to stop though, because Ethan has always, especially during the whole Keemstar drama recently which happened, I didn't cover it because personally it just seemed really, it was another petty situation. I don't know, well, was it petty? I don't know. The reason why Ethan really needs to stop here is because, he always preaches the narrative, kind of similar to Uncle Ben from Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. He's got a huge following, is a pretty big face in the commentary community. Now, when someone in the commentary community responds to James Charles or this or that or this or that with very fifth grader type reactions, like, I'm gonna post on my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Twitter, and I'm gonna let everyone know. That makes the entire commentary community look bad. There are times when it's okay to make a video, I think, personally, when it comes to merch and people ripping it off and making it look different and things like this. And a great example of that is one of my favorite YouTubers at the moment. His name is Eddie Burback, and he created this merch line called Yikes Merch because he capitalized, I guess, in one video, and he had this big whiteboard that said Yikes, and then he turned turned it into merch. Then he had a professional person make a logo out of it, and it just became a thing. But then tons and tons and tons of companies started ripping it off. So what did he do? He made a video on it, and he was just like, guys, listen, if you see anything like this, come report it to me, and then just know this is my link and this is what you should be buying. Now, this is where I'm going to kind of agree with James. Ethan and James Charles have two very, very different demographics. If someone from James Charles' demographic is going to want to get a hoodie, they're going to go to jamescharles.com. If someone from the commentary community like myself, which I will still do in the future, wants to get Teddy Fresh, they're gonna go to teddyfresh.com. Like it's just there's no mixing and matching here. Like if you, like one is a merch line, that's James Charles, not to be mean to him, it really is, it's merch. Then the other one is a clothing brand. People will come for the quality if it's there, which it is, but people will not come for the quality if the quality is responding to the garbage, like a 5th grader that's angry that he didn't get his cheese sticks and his older brother got the cheese sticks. Like I don't know how else to explain it. Maybe not with the cheese stick thing. Like my biggest thing here is like, listen, Ethan, you should know that the quality of your clothes is better. Your demographic is way different. You don't own color blocking in the first place. Like that is his staple thing. Like the yellow hood and all. Like you still don't own it. Like you can go to other brands like Zafel, I believe, actually sold a very, very similar one to both of James and his merch that came out. Like you don't own those colors. Now, it would be different if James Charles released merch like this, right, and they had the red logo on it, then I would say all of this is warranted and necessary. But the way he's going about it, it's just not right. So honestly, Ethan, stop with the petty arguments and getting angry at James Charles. You have a reason to, but you're taking it too far. You're making the commentary community look like a bunch of buffoons. I know a lot of us are, but a lot of us aren't, like Drew Gooden, Danny Gonzalez, Gus Johnson, Eddie Burback, literally all of them. You're making us all look dumb when it's you. Like you need to stop. Like I'm going to keep buying your clothes because your clothes are good, and I'm gonna keep watching your videos because I like your videos. But right now you're just taking this to a spot where it's just too much. It really is just too much. Also, on James's, that's a really weird word to say, on JR's side, dude, don't say you've never seen Teddy Fresh before. That's just a blatant lie. And out here in this hood, no, I'm not gonna do that. But don't lie. You've seen Teddy Fresh before, and you've definitely you could have just said it was inspired by that. Like there's no problem with admitting that. So like at the end of the day, let's be real here. This picture is a piece of clothing. This picture is a piece of clothing that's less quality. Let the people decide which freaking thing they want to buy and get on with your lives and keep making videos. That's what both of y'all are good at, so you should just stick to that and shut up. And that's all I have to say. I rest my case. If y'all like this video, if you want to see me talk maybe a little bit more about drama, maybe, I don't know. Like, these are the kind of videos I want to make, but it's really hard to do. It's hard to do these videos, and when they don't get a lot of views, I'm probably going to advertise this one more than normal, because I'm putting a lot of work into it. But please, give this a like, and if you did get any entertainment, give me a subscribe, please. And if you didn't, do all that stuff anyways, because I told you to, and turn on the bell, and